Start with a wave, pow, and then throw it back to me. Bust out some moves, throw it back, and I'll catch it. Go ahead. That'd be dope. Hey guys, welcome to the Seekers Podcast where mystery and truth collide. I'm Mike.
And I'm Kate.
And we are super glad you joined us tonight to hang out. Let's start off with a game. A different game. A new game.
A new game.
A new game.
Let's see it.
Let's play Love It or Leave It.
Okay.
All right, do you know how this is played? Wait, before I say that.
It's a little explanatory. Love it or leave it. I got to either like the thing or leave it.
Yeah, by you saying it's explanatory, you mean you want me to explain it?
No,
You're saying self-explanatory.
It's self-explanatory. That's
I got
what
you.
I said.
Words. Anyways, okay, so here we go. So we're going to give you a category of some either food or item, and you got to decide whether you love it, yes, or leave it. Like I can leave it. So the first thing up on the list is pineapple on pizza. Love it or leave it?
I love it.
You love it?
I love pineapple.
How
could you not love pineapple? You're crazy if you don't like pineapple.
Pineapple's good on everything, y'all. Especially pizza. But there are people that think this is a...
Yeah, but only do it on the Hawaiian.
There are people that think this is a result of the Genesis 3 fall.
Only do it on the Hawaiian pizza. Don't put it on like any other pizza.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what... Okay,
I've seen it on like others, and it's,
All right, love it or leave it. They say rubber clogs, but we all know that those are Crocs. They just can't...
Yeah, they
can't call
legal
Crocs. Legal issues. Love it or leave it. Crocs. What are your opinions on Crocs? See, because I was all into Crocs in like the early 2000s, but then they became like not cool.
No,
especially when you wear socks with them.
I have a pair.
Yeah.
I liked them for a little bit, and I'm not really into them anymore. I prefer my Vans and my boots.
You were into them for like 3 months. Now I wear them.
Yeah. Not in public.
I'm back. I'm back into Crocs.
Hey, but they're a thing. They are a thing.
You pulled me back into the Crocs, man. All right, love it or leave it. EDM, and this is a kind of music, electronic dance music.
Yeah, I do like this. Marshmallow, dude. Marshmallow's about it for me, but if it's Marshmallow, then I'll listen to it.
All right, yeah, I'm a big fan of EDM. I play it a lot, actually, at Seekers. All right. Wait, did I say if I like rubber clogs? I don't. Okay, I don't. Let me say this. I don't like Crocs. But they are convenient and they're comfortable, so I love it. I'm going to have to go with love it.
Okay, so he doesn't like... Wait, you love Crocs.
Yeah, and I love EDM.
And you love EDM.
Yeah, I've loved EDM everything so far. Our next up is Earbuds.
No,
love it or leave it.
AirPods, again.
Oh, they call them Earbuds.
I love them.
They're
love amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is where we're going to disagree. I hate them. I'd leave them.
They're so much more convenient than earbuds.
I don't trust myself with them. I know I'd lose them. Okay, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a fact. I would lose these things.
See, well, you think that. You guys thought that until, like, when I got a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't lost them.
Another thing is, it's very deceiving. When you don't see the cord and somebody's talking and they got those in, you might think they're crazy. But they're actually talking to somebody on their phone.
I enjoy them.
Leave it. I think headphones should have cords. That's just my opinion. All right, love it or leave it. Baseball. This is controversial.
Okay.
So controversial.
So here's the thing.
You played baseball.
I played baseball.
Yeah.
In like 8th grade.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
You loved it.
So I tried out for the team this year. Of course, I mean, I didn't make it. I do jiu-jitsu. I haven't been playing since 8th grade.
So you have to hate it because you didn't make the team?
But I thought I loved it. And like I loved the tryouts and stuff. But even during the first tryout, I kind of just felt like it's not my thing.
Okay.
So I would probably leave it.
It's okay.
It's okay, but it's not my thing.
You know what's a weird thing about me?
What?
Like, I get how people love baseball and football and basketball. I really do get that. But I never have been a fan of, like, kind of team sports. I played soccer when I was a kid, but I couldn't even get into that. So, I'm going to say leave it. I'm leaving it. You know, it's fun to go and watch them, though.
It's fun to go watch. I think it's fun to play just, like, for fun.
But it's not something you could see yourself, like, all the time doing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so you don't want to go and see the Reds this summer if they...
No, I do. I just said I like watching it.
If we get back to games again. All right, next up on the list is cold coffee. Love it or leave it? Oh, you're drinking
cold brew. There's some ice in here.
Yeah, we know your answer. It's love it.
I love it. I mean, so the coffee that they have right there, though, is like...
It's like fufu.
No, I like
caramel
black coffee.
Macchiato.
Cold brew.
Latte.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not really my thing.
No, I think...
on a hot summer day, I'll get a vanilla latte. But...
I'd drink that in a second. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, love it or leave it. Camping.
I love camping during the day. When it's nighttime, when it's nighttime, I think there's a bear about to eat me.
Wait, you're fine with camping. The reason why you don't want to go camping is because you're afraid you're going to get eaten by a bear?
I'm afraid of animals.
Oh my goodness gracious. Look, here's the thing. I love camping, so I'm gonna stick with love.
I'm gonna say I love it.
I like camping day and night.
Okay, I'm gonna say I love it.
No, you don't love it though.
Hey,
you
I love
hate
it when I have some Benadryl
All right,
to put me to sleep.
We'll go camping this weekend and see how you like it. All right, love it or leave it. Buffalo plaid. What is this?
Is that just regular plaid?
Is this a thing that I don't know about?
Is buffalo plaid just
looks
red
like
and
the red and black plaid.
Wait.
It looks like lumberjack plaid to me. Look that up.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah, if your phone will cooperate.
It's working this time.
Right on. Buffalo plaid.
Plaid. Let's see.
Is that
so? It's just a red. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Lumberjack.
I
dude.
can't believe that this is controversial.
It's controversial.
Who doesn't love
yeah,
lumberjack buffalo plaid? And come on, guys, love it or leave it.
That's not
Hot
even
wings.
controversial.
Oh my gosh, hot wings. Love it.
Love it. Can we give it like an ultra love it?
Is there another word that's above love it? I don't think so. Love it, 100%. All right, love it or leave it. Flavored sparkling water. Now I get this one.
I got into sparkling water.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
As long as it was hipster and trending, you was like, I love this. Even
No.
though evidently you hated it the whole time.
I didn't hate it the whole time. Who said that? No, I drank it for so long. Like, you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
And I drank it for so long, and then I stopped drinking for like a year. And I went back to it like maybe a couple months ago, and
Why did I drink this?
Yeah.
So you are a leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah, I've always been leave
Leave
it.
it.
The first time I tried it, I was like,
I remember you spit it out. You're like,
this is wickedness. All right, love it or leave it. Zoom calls.
leave it. I've only used a Zoom once. It
Yeah.
was for school, and we played Minecraft.
Yeah, you were not into it.
No.
Yeah, I've only done it a couple times, and I'm thinking I'm leave it too.
It's just like
There was a couple times that were nice. It was
Google.
good.
Google already has a free thing. They like Zoom was free.
Yeah.
And then when all this
And then
happened,
they're like,
haha, money.
Gonna make that
so
money.
they're immediately leave it from me. They're trying to just take money from people.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to leave it as well. You too can win an Amazon gift card by simply leaving a comment below. Let us know your favorite topping on pizza. And while you're at it, why don't you answer the question for us? Is a hot dog actually a sandwich? You know, this is a very controversial
Yeah, I agree with
issue.
Janelle Crabtree on this. She said it's like a bologna sandwich rolled up. And
All rolled up into
100% agree. That is like the perfect statement I have heard on how to describe it. It's just a bologna sandwich.
Although, look, I respect Janelle and your opinion. I feel like a hot dog is its own thing. So, we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's check out a video of our friends at Sunday Cool.
Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna miss every single one of you. I mean, it wasn't all bad, right? At least you got Baby Yoda, right? 2020!
Hey.
What's up, man? 2020. Good to see you, pal. Have you lost weight? You look great, by the way. Just a couple of tips. In the spring, they're gonna release a documentary called Tiger King. Just number one, they're gonna hate it at first, but then everyone's gonna love it, okay? And by the way, BT Dub, she did it.
Get out.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the movie Cats, biggest apologies, okay? I really apologize. I'm sorry, okay.
Is that fire? Oh, he's lighting a candle, everyone. What are you doing? Come on, Mike. Don't. Are you listening? I said don't. Whew. I thought there was about to be another.
It's Corona time.
What is that?
Hey, it's Corona time right now.
What's Corona time?
What's Corona? Man, that's it, man. I'm gonna go attend a large social gathering, dude. Please, no. I want to go to Florida. That's it. I'm going anyway.
Large social gatherings? That means we could still meet, right? Of course. That's great. Online. What? We don't know how to do that. Not my job, not my prob.
Well, at least I can still graduate. Oh, man. Money!
We're gonna be rich. Why are they laughing? Don't worry about it. What are you doing?
Oh, me? I'm just planning my vacation for down the Keys this weekend. But now I gotta reserve my week at Disney. Look at this. Oh! Hey, how you doing? We got some unexpected but unwanted surprises for 2020.
Yeah.
All right, sign there. Guys got a party going on?
Something like that.
All right, take it easy.
What's that? Oh, this? Just something I got for you guys. What's in the box? What's in the box? Please no. Not the Olympics. Yes!
Oh, come on!
Woohoo!
Are you...
Come on. Please stop. I thought it was going to get worse. Oh, come on!
Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right now.
It's Corona time.
That is the best, man.
I think that's probably my favorite out of the quarantine. Like, bro, he comes in and he's just like throwing things at.
2020 has been the worst, y'all, and that ain't no joke. Woo! So we got some exciting news, though, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Look, we're getting the church back together, y'all.
Alrighty.
Yeah, June 7th. You may have already heard by now, but we are going to start bringing together a church assembly, social distance, appropriately social distance. There is details that we are going to include in the description below. We're going to give you a link to that video.
Yep.
But it's so exciting to begin starting moving forward and starting to get back or resume our regular. Oops, sorry. I probably should turn off my phone.
All the time. No, it is exciting to start being able to see things going back and to be able to go back to our church family.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, we made the decision to start having church services coming in July. It was like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
But then we got notification that Ronan will be opening soon as well. That's so exciting.
Tuesday.
I know.
Jiu-jitsu.
Look, guys, I told you we was going to make it through this.
Yeah.
We are going to, we're going to get through this, and it's going to be awesome. And another point of information right now, I want to let you guys know that this Friday there will be no Twitch stream because the Segments are going to go somewhere and shelter someplace else.
We're going to shelter in place somewhere else.
Yeah, I've been sheltering in place for over 2 months now.
Exactly.
I'm about to go find someplace else to shelter, get a different change of environment. No Twitch stream this Friday. And now,
it's time for the memes.
Coming to America, June 2020. It's the Squiger. Oh my gosh. You know what?
You could do this with so many things.
One day we'll look back at the June 2020 memes and we'll say, what are they even talking about? It's all going to be.
I mean, we won't, but
people will. They're going to not get the context of it. All right.
Y'all remember what else opened before it was ready?
Jurassic Park, y'all.
Multiple times.
Every time.
Every time.
6 movies and every time. Yeah.
Something goes wrong.
All right. Our next meme is church in 2020 be like ground control to Pastor Tom. Ground control to Pastor Tom. Not for long, y'all.
Take
June
your Bible.
7th, June 7th won't be like that no more.
When you're wait, I can't see that.
You got to get this right.
You slid past,
Sorry,
so I can't
sorry.
read. Alrighty. When you're wearing socks and step into something wet. Oh my goodness.
This has been my favorite meme I've seen so far because this is me. You don't mind it.
I don't mind. I'm like, it's not the big. I'm probably a monster for that.
He doesn't wear shoes most of the time. I can't stand getting my socks wet, so I totally get this
I have
meme.
shoes on today though, guys, so we're good.
And this might go way over everyone's
I
head.
don't get it.
But Christopher Walken says, I have a fever. And then you got everybody in the band wearing masks. You've never seen the Saturday Night Live sketch?
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
No.
It's
Well,
like
you'll
one
have
of
to
the
show me.
funniest. All right.
I'll
Maybe
see you
show
when I
you.
get home. Yeah.
It's funny,
I'll
y'all.
look it up.
All right. Well, they can't all be, 5-star memes.
Yeah.
All right. Our study over the past several weeks has been over the Shema. From
right.
Deuteronomy 6, verse 4 and 5. It reads this. Listen, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you must love the Lord your God with all of your heart, all of your soul, and all of your strength. Now, last week you said that you did not like this translation of the Bible. It is the New Living Translation. You prefer the English Standard Version. Why don't you go ahead and read that version?
Spiritual version.
The extra
Thank you.
spiritual
You gotta get it
version.
right.
Go ahead and read that for him.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might.
That, what I think that is, what I'm familiar with as well. But sometimes I will use the New Living Translation because I think it can sometimes be
Flow
easier
better.
to read. Yeah,
I
it
get what
flows
you're
a little
saying.
bit better. So far, we've learned that the word Shema means to listen, and the idea about listening is not just hearing with your ears; it is hearing and obeying.
Yeah.
Is the big deal behind the word Shema. Also, we learned about the heart, and what heart means is that it is the core of our intellectual processes. It's the center of our being. Tonight, we're going to be focusing on the soul. And in order to do that, we're going to go to a video by our friends over at the Bible Project to set up a great conversation.
Alrighty.
For thousands of years, every morning and evening, Jewish people have prayed these well-known words as a way of expressing their devotion to God. They're called the Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And as for you, you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength.
We're going to look at the word soul. The Hebrew word is nephesh. It occurs over 700 times in the Old Testament. The common English translation of this word is soul, and that's kind of unfortunate. Here's why. The English word soul comes with lots of baggage from ancient Greek philosophy. It's the idea that the soul is a non-physical, immortal essence of a person that's contained or trapped in their body to be released at death. It's a ghost in the machine kind of idea. This notion is totally foreign to the Bible. It's not at all what nephesh means in biblical Hebrew. The most basic meaning of nephesh is throat. Like when the Israelites are wandering in the wilderness, they're hungry and thirsty, and they say to God, "We miss the cucumbers and melons we had in Egypt. Now our nephesh has dried up." Or when Joseph was hauled off into slavery in Egypt, his nephesh was put into iron shackles. But nephesh doesn't only mean throat. Since your whole life and body depend on what comes in and out of your throat, nephesh could also be used to refer to the whole person. Like in Genesis, there were 33 nephesh in Jacob's family, that is, 33 people. In the Torah, a murderer is called a nephesh slayer, and a kidnapper is called a nephesh thief. On the first pages of the Bible, both humans and animals are called a living nephesh, and if the life breath has left a human or animal, the nephesh remains. It's just called a dead nephesh, that is, a corpse. So, in the Bible, people don't have a nephesh, rather, they are a nephesh, a living, breathing, physical being. Now that might surprise you because most people assume the Bible says the soul is what survives apart from the body after death. And while the biblical authors do have a concept of people existing after death, waiting for their resurrection, they rarely talk about it. And when they do, they don't use the word nephesh. So even though nephesh is often translated as soul, the Hebrew word really refers to the whole human as a living physical organism. In fact, this is why biblical people can often use this word to refer to themselves, and it gets translated me or I. Like in Psalm 119, most translations read, "Let me live that I may praise you." In Hebrew, the poet literally says, "Let my nephesh live that it may praise you." By using nephesh, the poet emphasizes that their entire being, their life and their body, offer thanks to God. In the Song of Songs, the young woman constantly refers to her lover as the one my nephesh loves. And of course, love isn't just an intellectual experience, it's an emotion that activates your whole body, your entire nephesh. This helps us understand the brilliance of other biblical poets who could combine multiple meanings of nephesh in one place. Like in Psalm 42, we read, "As the deer pants for the water, so my nephesh pants after you. My nephesh thirsts for the living God." So on a physical level, your throat can be thirsty, like a deer's, but then that physical thirst can become a metaphor for how your whole physical being longs to know and be known by your Creator. Which brings us all the way back to the Shema. To love God with all of your nephesh means to devote your whole physical existence to your Creator, the one who granted us these amazing bodies in the first place. It's about offering your entire being with all of its capabilities and limitations in the effort to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. And that's the Hebrew word for soul.
Wow. So, the Bible uses the word nephesh or soul over 700 times in the Old Testament. That's a really important word. It's a really important concept. So, I wanted to provide you guys with a couple instances in which this word is being used in Scripture so that we can begin to have a conversation about the word nephesh or soul. Would you read the first one?
Yeah, Genesis 1:12 says, "God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature, nephesh, soul, that moves on the ground." Yeah,
so the word living creature is where the word nephesh is, or soul. Psalm 119, 175 says, "Let my soul, nephesh, live, that I may praise you. Let your ordinances help me."
Song of Solomon 3:1 says, "On my bed by night I sought him whom my soul, nephesh, loves. I sought him, but found him not."
Yeah, so I think that the concept of the soul can often be confusing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you can see. It's not something you can hear or touch or measure. Your soul is something that can only really be experienced and maybe explained through the light of Scripture.
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why this happens is because our concept of what it means to be human has been deeply influenced by Western philosophy. And in Western philosophy, they were really obsessed with the essence and substance of things.
Okay.
And so they would often try to define what it meant to be a human. This comes from Plato's discourse on the Logos.
Yeah.
Right? The divine Logos, meaning that there is an ultimate essence of a thing. Like a perfect tree, or a perfect woman, or a perfect man. What it means to be a man, or what it means to be a woman, or what it means to be a tree, or what it means to be a rock.
A root thing.
That it defines what it
is.
Okay. Yeah, and so in doing that, they came to the conclusion that humans are two things. They are both physical, material, and they are non-material in their essence. And so you get this idea of what is called dualism.
Yeah.
And that influenced the way that we understand what it means to be human. But that isn't what the Bible is talking about. Because the Bible does have a concept that relates to our non-material self. But it's not the word nefesh. It's not the word soul being used here. The Western concept is more like ghosts, right?
Okay. Yeah.
like there's a ghost that lives inside of me, and then when I die, it woo, right? That's where you get that concept, right? But that isn't what they're talking about in the Bible. At least with the word nefesh, they are talking about something different.
So like that ghost, the spirit, and the word nefesh, soul, are different things.
They are. Spirit is a different. The concept that relates to that idea is different in the Bible. In the Bible, there is a word in Old Testament the word is the ruah, and in the New Testament the word is pneuma. And this idea is where we get the idea of the spirit, and the spirit is different than the soul. The spirit is the agency of our nature. It is the part that is the part of us that is everlasting. It is the God-breathed part of us. We are made in the image of God, and so God breathed into man, and that makes us distinct from any other living creature.
That's crazy. I mean, because we all I think a lot of us would view spirit and soul as the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and they sound similar until you actually look at their roots.
Well, yeah, and they're often even translated as the same thing, synonymously. They're translated the same way, but they are two different words. And I'm not saying that there are different parts of us. Once again, I am saying it's all part of our being, whether it be the soul or the heart or the spirit. It's all a part of who we are. And I do believe there is a non-material aspect of being human, obviously, and there is also a physical aspect of being human, and not one or the other is more important.
Okay.
The word nefesh, or soul, literally means throat. And I think it's weird to think about, how do I love the Lord my God
with my throat,
with all my throat? Now, this isn't about the words we say, although
singing in worship.
I suppose that is, but this is relating to an Eastern concept where the throat was the place in which nourishment came, and the throat was also where the breath of life was.
Wow.
So nourishment involves intake. I breathe in, I breathe out. I eat, and it fuels my body, right? But nourishment is not just the mouth. We shouldn't think of nourishment just in that limited sense, because the Bible continually shows us places where it's not just about the mouth. It's what our eyes see. It's what our ears hear. It's what our mind thinks about.
Little eyes, what you see.
That's right.
Be little ears, what you hear.
Yeah.
The Father up above
is looking down with love. That's right. So So an example of this is where Psalm 42, verse 1 says, "As a deer pants for streams of water, so my soul, nefesh, pants for you, my God." Yeah, we desire more of God.
It's a longing for more of God.
So what is influencing our soul, our nefesh, is often many different possible things.
Okay.
Our nefesh is accumulation of many memories, thoughts, emotions, desires, ideas, and activities. One of the things that I have used, one of the items that I've used to explain this through an illustration, is that when you're born, this is your life, right? It's an empty crayon box, and so when you look in there, there's not much in there. You may be born with a crayon, right? And so every time you have a different experience, a different idea, a different experience, a different idea, a different thought. Every time you have a different one, you fill up your crayon box, and by the end of your life, you have accumulated all these wonderful colors that are so diverse. And when you use those crayons to draw a painting, it is the portrait of your life.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's one way of thinking.
Crayons deep.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen other illustrations where people refer to jazz, like your soul is like jazz. There's multiple different instruments kind of playing their own tune, but somehow it kind of synthesizes and makes a beautiful song, right? And that's kind of what's going on with the soul. It's kind of the makeup of who we are. It's the total essence of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
super fascinating.
It's super deep too. Like you got to put on your.
I mean, the
thinking
soul, like it not being a material thing.
Yeah.
But we're like, I don't know. It's crazy. It blows your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's out there, man.
So, I got a question for you. Do animals have souls?
I think so.
You think so?
I mean, I've heard the verse, "The righteous man cares for the soul of his beast."
You think so because I've talked to you about this, but a lot of people
Got me there.
get kind of I don't know if this is the most the most uncomfortable concept for people to accept, but the Bible says that they do. Proverbs 12:11 says the righteous one is aware of the soul, nephesh, of his animal, and the evil withhold their compassions. So, animals have souls. Even Genesis, when God is creating the living creatures, he uses the word nephesh in Genesis. The same word he uses when he talks about Adam and Eve being living creatures. That we are living creatures. Now, we are, once again, distinct from animals in that we have an everlasting spirit, meaning that we can make reasoned, purposeful behavior. We can have faith. Animals are driven completely by impulse.
Instinct, yeah.
And instinct. We can rationalize doing something that may not be beneficial to our own good.
The
right?
difference between being sentient and non-sentient. Non-sentient is instinct, like an animal.
Yeah.
But sentient is like we can make those rational decisions.
That's right. And that is the Imago Dei, God's breath in us, the spirit. The soul, every living thing has, which is super cool. The Bible is referring to a living, breathing, physical being. It's not something that you have. The soul isn't something I have. It is something that you are. It's our entire being, our life, our memories, our thoughts, our emotions, our words, our activity, the totality of the human life, or the life of any living being, is the soul. For a closing thought, the idea of the soul is all about existence. It is our existence, right? And to love the Lord your God is about devotion, devoting your life, devoting your entire existence to the Creator. God doesn't want just a part of us or a part of our lives. He wants the whole thing. And He's worthy of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everything you think, everything you say, everything you do, everything in your life done to serve and please the Creator. That's what it means to love the Lord your God with your soul.
Wow.
So, some things that
with your everything.
Yeah, with your everything. Yeah. So, some things that you can do to love the Lord your God with your soul this week is, number one, involve God in your everyday activities. Yeah, this might be a challenge, right?
Yeah.
Because, there are things that you do that you don't think are the most spiritual things, right? But God is involved in every aspect of our lives. So find creative ways to involve God in your regular activities. Think about how common everyday activities help us to connect with God this week.
Yeah. For our worship this week, I want you guys to listen to It Is Well by Bethel Music. The song is It Is Well With My Soul. It's their version of it. And it talks about the soul and how even when things are hard, it is well with my soul.
Yeah. Your Bible challenge this week is once again to memorize the Shema. And I realize that the last 2 weeks we've had this same challenge, but this is the thing. If I get just a few people to memorize this in their everyday life, this whole series will have been worth it.
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to do is, if you can, come and see me on June 7th when we get back together again and recite the entire Shema, I will give you a gift. I'll give you a special reward for those of you who actually memorize the Shema.
I'm going to start learning. For our prayer this week, we want you guys to pray for every soul in your life.
Every person.
And that how much you're thankful for them and thankful that God put them in your life. And that's person and animal.
Yeah, don't forget your pets. They got souls, y'all. Just don't have the spirit. Hey, make sure to stay connected with us on YouTube. Make a comment, like it, share it, and subscribe. It's free and it supports us. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and join us every Monday night for a live prayer time. It's been such a blessing to do that. Yeah.
On Tuesday nights, we have our Tuesday night talk. We flip Tuesday and Wednesday for worship, but Tuesday night talk.
Night talk sounds better.
Yeah. We get somebody on Instagram live and we go through the top burning questions.
And Wednesday night worship sounds better, I think. We didn't do one this week because we're planning something special. So just be on the lookout for a song of worship. It's going to be pretty cool. No Friday night Twitch this week, as I already stated. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Hey guys, we love you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for watching the entire podcast. If you followed us all the way to the end, you are a winner, and we love you.
Truly epic.
But before we go, we got to make sure to draw someone for the Amazon gift card giveaway.
Goodness,
I almost forgot. Yes, let's see who wins this week. And the winner is Madison's Wolf.
Wolfie.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Madison's Wolf. We'll go with that. I think they put E's at the end because they couldn't get Madison's Wolf. Madison's Wolf, I think it's Jamel. Jamel, we will make sure to get you a gift card very quickly. Yeah. So, guys, thank you for joining us. We love you. Keep praying for us as we continue to pray for you. We will be back together soon, and we cannot wait to see your smiling faces. Thanks for joining us tonight at Seekers Podcast, where mystery and truth collide. We will see you guys later.
Peace out.